And that's what most people associate with him. Now, he's been successful for a long time in a very difficult field. And Tommy Chong works really hard. But that's not who you want advocating for marijuana. You want me. Seriously. Someone that doesn't smoke pot, has no interest in smoking pot. I think the only situation in which I would mess with marijuana would be in the medicinal one. Where if I had a situation where they wanted to give me something like Oxycontin as a painkiller or something like that, some narcotic substance, some addictive narcotic substance that could really do damage to my life long term, that is perhaps when I would agree to eat the cookie as opposed to anything else. But I'm straight edge. I've got no interest in taking drugs recreationally. Zip, zing, nada. In fact, I find marijuana to be kind of a damaging thing. I know it affects everybody in a different way, but back in the day when I used to smoke it, it killed my will to get up and do anything. And that's something I want alive and well. I want to be able to get up, get things done, make the world go around in my little way. And marijuana was not something that I found to be conducive to that. Now, what's interesting is the fact that now that marijuana has been legalized, there's a much better chance that you know exactly what you're getting. Like, I had some friends in high school that could do a bong rip and write a term paper, really focus them. I never liked pot because it made me not get off the couch. And when I was smoking pot, not only was I unable to get off the couch, but my mind would shoot off in a million different directions. And I found it to be quite unpleasant. Now, to the best of my understanding, now that it's sort of, purposefully grown for legal sale, there's a lot more of an opportunity to pick and choose the different strains of marijuana that you're purchasing and using. And some of these strains will sort of relax you, and other strains will get you hyper-focused. Now, all medications work differently with different people, and I think that's the same with medicinal marijuana. But the destroying of my will to do anything or accomplish anything with my life is something that I irrevocably associate with marijuana. And for that reason, besides the fact that I don't do drugs and I don't smoke and I don't drink, is one of the many reasons that I've got no interest in using marijuana medicinally. As a painkiller, as an alternative to a narcotic that could ruin my life, yeah, I might give it a go, depending on the medical situation. Or maybe I would just deal. But that, my friend, is why you need me to be an advocate for it. Because the fact that it is not legal, the fact that alcohol is, the fact that alcohol, which is far and away, out of all the substances on the face of the planet, the single largest killer of people, the fact that that's legal and regulated and taxed, the fact that all of this is true says to me the fact that we don't have medicinal marijuana legal all over America, we don't have recreational marijuana legal all over America, is beyond stupid. Also, let's bear in mind that when you grow medicinal marijuana, you can make a whole bunch of money. You know that marijuana is now the single biggest cash crop in the entire state of California. It's true. And if there's a group of people that we want to give back to in this day and age, don't you think it would be that backbone of American society, the farmer? Being a farmer's tough. You're living on the razor's edge of life. You are on the precipice of being destroyed by nature every single growing season. It's not easy being a farmer. You know that expression, lose the farm? You know where that comes from? That comes from farmers losing farms because it was frosty in April or whatever the hell weird situation Mother Nature decided to throw into the mix. Farmers don't have it easy. And if we have this cash crop that is now the single biggest cash crop in the state of California, a state whose, one of their main industries in California is obviously agriculture. If that's the single biggest provider of dollars for Californian farmers, why would we not want to give that to farmers all over America? Why? Why wouldn't we want to help out the backbone of American society who live in a precarious situation at best most of the rest of the year. Tax it, regulate it, reduce cartel crime, take an enormous chunk out of the pockets of Mexican gangsters that run it across the border still. Yeah, here's the thing. We need to legalize marijuana. It's the stupidest thing in the world that it's not legalized. Like I said, I've got no interest in smoking it, and this is why I would be a fantastic advocate for it. But logically speaking, why? Why wouldn't you? At this stage in the game, I get it. Before Colorado and California and Washington and places where it became medicinally legal, before that, you were definitely dealing with a humongous seismic shift in American thinking to legalize marijuana anywhere. But now we've got it in all these places, and we should hurry up and get the rest of the country behind it. So much money to be made. So much money to be made that could be funneled into, well, pretty much anything we want it to be funneled into. Well, hold on. Pretty much anything Uncle Scam wants it to be funneled into. What about that Social Security thing that's going to run out for people like me? That would be cool. And yeah, we are going to have to go through all the different teething problems that something like legalized marijuana inevitably will have. And yeah, we are all looking at Colorado. And we are looking at Washington. We're looking at California going, okay, how's this going to work exactly? All right. And we're going to learn from their mistakes. But the faster we can learn from their mistakes, the faster we can make this a thing that's legal. The faster we can unburden our prison system. Take people that are doing years of time for relatively small amounts of marijuana, or for selling relatively small amounts of marijuana, that are eating through taxpayer dollars while in prison. The faster we can unburden our system by making marijuana legal, the better it's going to be for everyone. And I'll remind you of the words of Jim Jeffries, who said, you think you're free in America? You're not even in the top 10 of freedom. In Holland, I can smoke a joint and have sex with a prostitute in front of a cop, and everything will be hunky-dory. So maybe this is an easy piece of our freedom we can start taking back. Thank you so much for hanging out.